A few years ago, I had the opportunity to attend an international conference in the United States on investing and finance. One of the keynote speakers was Bill Gates, a familiar figure in the world of business and technology, and recognized as the richest man in the world at the time. During the Q&A session, I had the opportunity to ask a question that not only caught the attention of many people, but also made them laugh. My question was simple yet inviting. As the richest man in the world, would you accept if your daughter married a man who is not rich, even arguably a man with a simple or poor life? Bill Gates' answer at that moment really opened my eyes and changed the way I viewed the concept of wealth. Here's how he answered. First of all, it's important to understand that wealth is not just about how much money is in one's bank account. True wealth is the ability to create wealth itself. Let's look at another example. Someone who wins the lottery or gambles. Even if he wins hundreds of millions of dollars in prize money, that person cannot be called rich. He is just a lucky person with a lot of money, but still poor in the true sense of the word. Why? Because the truth is, about 90% of people who win the lottery or gamble will fall back into poverty within 5 years. They don't have the knowledge or skills to maintain the wealth they've gained. In contrast, many rich people may appear to have no money at all. Entrepreneurs are one of them. They may not have much money at the moment, but they are already on the right path to wealth. They are developing their financial intelligence, and that's what I call true wealth. Bill Gates then continued his explanation, describing the fundamental difference between the rich and the poor. Simply put, rich people are those who are willing to go all out to become rich. They are not afraid to face challenges and work hard to achieve their goals. Meanwhile, poor people often think that wealth comes from external factors that they cannot control. They tend to feel that wealth comes from other people, from the state, or even from sheer luck. If you see a young person who is determined to keep learning, honing new skills, and constantly trying to improve himself, know that he is a rich person not because he has money now, but because he has the mentality and ability to create wealth in the future. However, if you see a young person who always blames circumstances or the country, who believes that rich people must be cheats and thieves, and who constantly criticizes without trying to improve, then such a person is a poor person. They don't realize that wealth is not just about having money, but about the ability to think creatively and manage resources wisely. Bill Gates explains that the main difference between rich people and poor people lies in their mindset. Rich people believe that to be successful, they only need the right information and good training. They believe that wealth can be created through hard work and knowledge. In contrast, poor people often think that they need to be given money or outside help to succeed. So, when I say that my daughter will not marry a poor man, I'm not just talking about money. I'm talking about the man's ability to create wealth. I'm talking about his mental attitude and financial intelligence, which will help him to thrive and build a better life. Bill Gates then gave an example that really struck a chord with me. Suppose there was a man who worked as a bank guard and found a bag of money. Instead of stealing the money, he took the bag to the bank manager and handed it over. People might think he was stupid, but he was actually a rich man. Even though he didn't have any money at the time, he had integrity and the ability to make the right decisions, which are the characteristics of a wealthy person in terms of moral and financial intelligence. A year after the incident, the bank offered him a job as a receptionist. 3 years later, he was promoted to customer manager, and 10 years later, he was a regional manager managing hundreds of employees. The annual bonus he received far exceeded the amount of money he could have earned if he had chosen to steal the money bag. Bill Gates' answer really opened my mind that true wealth is not about how much money we currently have, but about our ability to create opportunities, manage our resources wisely, and continue to learn and grow. With the right mentality, we can all become wealthy, even if we start with little to no money. What matters most is how we harness our potential to create sustainable wealth.